This is my disclaimer that these are 50-gallon bin cages that I can fit inside at 5'4". Okay, we have officially split up. Baby's Breath and her kids, even more because there was just too many in one cage and it was getting stinky too fast. So up here we have Baby's Breath and Daisy, Holly, Sorrel, Nutmeg, and Fairy Foxglove, which is 6 rats. And then down here we have 7, which is Baby Toes, the other dwarf, Sage and Bay, and then 4 girls who don't currently have names, but they have markings. We've got 4-line, 2-line, 1-line, and division sign, because I'm creative like that. All right. So in this cage, I'm going to show you the setup. This is mostly dwarves. Baby's Breath is a standard, and Daisy is a standard, but she's a baby, so she's still little. There's Fairy Foxglove. And I'm still kind of like watching. I'll probably put a few more platforms in because I don't like them climbing the bars. I have some more of these. I have some more of these. So I'll figure out where we need stuff. Like I can tell I need something right there in the back corner, and I'll put things in. So right now it looks like this. We've got, this is actually construction fencing going across the whole cage. And I've put some Dollar Tree plastic vines on it. There is a plastic floor hide here. There is a antler here. This is a green branch, 2 little mushrooms. One of the plastic coffee filters, what am I talking about? Coffee canister ledges right there. And another one here. There's another mushroom in that back section there. Got a basket, a double hammock. We've got one foraging toy here, one here, and one here. By the time you see this, I'm not sure if there will be any more available, but if there are, they are in my Etsy shop. And then there's a branch. And I definitely can see I need something in that back corner instead of that mushroom. That's too low. We need something else because I don't like this. And I probably should put something small right here. Otherwise, I think this is fine. Maybe something here too. Let's see what we can do. Right, I moved a few things around. I changed the branch. It was going this way. Now it's going this way. Sorrel's going to come into shoulder jail. I took off one of the mushrooms and I put it over here just to give another fall break between the basket and this ledge. And then I added a platform right here and one right there. Sorry, it's hard to show because there's stuff in the way, but underneath the leaf. And they are having fun tearing that up. Those vines will be gone by the end of today, most likely. But they chew the little plastic stems. There's no wire, it's just plastic. So they chew the plastic up, they take the leaves off, and when they're done, they will put the leaves in their house. So they quite like those. All right, girlies. I have to change the date on this because I just changed it, the cage, but not the date yet. So this is Pancake and Coriander's litter, and this is a baby-friendly setup. So there's lots of things low on the ground for them to climb on, and there is a hide on the ground. I haven't put a hammock in because I don't know which of the 3 girls was a fabric chewer. I think it was either Maple or Corey, but we'll see. So they have lots of stuff to explore, and I will go over it. Right here we got a chew toy. This is a Corey clone. Corey clone, number 1. There's 2 of them. There is a perch there, and a leaf platform there. There's a big crocheted bridge all the way across. I think I still have some of these in my Etsy shop. This is made with t-shirt yarn. It is safe, it is stretchy, completely machine washable and dryable. So those are in my shop right now. There is a hanging, this is technically like one of those shelf decor items, but there's no sharp spots. It's cast iron, no spots where it's weak. So this is hanging on a chain from the garden department of Dollar Tree. Got a wine rack there turned upside down and sideways, and some zip ties strung through it so they can climb inside it if they want to, as well as outside. This was a wax warmer. Can tell that because the wax would go on the top and the candle would go in the bottom. Hi, Pancake. That I have converted into a toy. There's a chew toy up there behind her. Pancake, can you move a minute? Come here. Thank you. Chew toy back there, chew toy right there, and chew toy over there. There's a plastic platform there, which she is happily modeling. Another leaf and a stick. Lava ledge. Chew toy here. Another forging toy here. There's a big chew toy across the whole back that I made for them. Excuse me. This is made with random pieces of things that have come off of other toys. There is a bowl on the floor. Normally I don't put a bowl on the floor, but I want, when I have babies, I do for a little bit so they get used to looking on the floor for food. Look at you climbing in that. I love watching them do that. This big pot hide is nice and sturdy, very big. Another chew toy in the back corner, little dowel perch, and another forging toy here, and lastly a leaf perch in that corner. Look at this one. Yeah, we squeaky. Not all of these are good babies, but I mean, they're not bad babies per se, but they're not all going to pass temp testing next week. But I think we got some that will. And I'm hoping that Pancake, being more confident than their mom, will help them learn that we're not scary. I mean, already this is a huge, huge difference. Pancake is also playful, and I'm hoping that will teach the babies that people are playful by observation. So we'll see. We will see. And they also have a chew toy, like a dog chew toy. It's kind of like a Whimsy, but it's an off-brand. Babies bounce do 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 do. This one looks just like his dad. Crazy babies do 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 do. I think I'm gonna put another platform right there in that corner. Just something. Maybe a container to sleep in. Why did I take a picture there? I also bought this giant cat cage for them. Hardware clothed it. I bought a sheet of metal to go in the bottom and make a 5-inch tall base tray. So that was a huge undertaking. It took me like 4 days to get that set up. The cage itself was in rough shape. Why is my phone making noise? So that was a project. It was in very rough shape. I sanded the crap out of it for 2 days to get it looking like it does, and I still miss some rusty spots, but it's safe for the rats to live in, and they seem very happy with it. And now my main boy colony lives there. So I don't remember how many is in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 in here right now. 2 of those will hopefully get to move to new digs very soon. So that was a project. This is kind of bare. Snack and Toast got introed to the 3 baby boys, and so their setup's kind of open, and there's really nowhere for anybody to get stuck. The rats have actually chewed holes in the bottom of this so they can get out in multiple spots. Hello, Snack. Let's see. Oh, Coconut's gonna come say hi. So there's Coconut. These are Snack's children. Sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to spook you. So we've got a PVC pipe here, and there are 2 leaves there and here. There is a protein container in the back that I've attached with pipe cleaners, and the babies like to sleep in that, although I even caught Toast in it. There is a bridge. Cotton all the way across the back. There's a foraging toy here. Hi. This is Munchies, and that's Pecan. There's another foraging toy right there, and a third one here. They have a little house, hammock, and another perch there, and then water and water. Hello, Coconut. Munchies, Pecan. Babies are being extra squeaky right now. So this is their setup for right now. They could probably have some more platforms in there at some point here soon. I just have them all in use in the big cage at the moment, for the most part anyway. There's some. They're waiting for food. They're hoping I'm going to feed them. That's what they really want. It's not time yet. In a few minutes, I'll feed you some more food. I'll feed you some more. Munchies is very kissy. So is Pecan. Coconut's not as kissy, but he's still sweet. Very sweet. Say hello. I'm so cute. He's more nibbly. I love his shoulder spots. He's grooming my fingers very gently with his little teeth. Oh, now we're kissing. Hi, Pecan. They really like my watch band for some reason. Sorry, but isn't he just so cute? I think he's cute. They're all very cute, though. Holly, Sorrel, and Sage have moved into Ian's room. He has been asking to have rats in his room again for a while, and he is very excited about them being here. So let me open their cage and show you. It's kind of simple. I wanted him to start learning how to set the cage up, so he helped me set this all up. Off the door, Holly. No, you're on the door. Off the door, girls. Up, down. Thank you. So we've got 2 perches here. They have a 12-inch wheel because they are all dwarves, so they can fit just fine on a 12-inch wheel. Foraging toy, hammock, a second foraging toy, and a chew toy. They have a tree branch there, a leaf up there. There's a stick perch there. Over here. Oops, sorry, Sage. There is a platform here and one there. They have a roll of toilet paper and another branch. And then this is one of the metal scarf hangers that I have that's welded. Super awesome. I love these. If you see them in the thrift store, well worth grabbing. And then hide on the cage floor. And that's what they have. Right, girls? Chicky and Sunny got a full cage change out, and this is what it looks like. So we've got a hammock dead center, got a basket with aspen curls in it. This is Excelsior aspen curls for basket, like gift baskets. These girls don't really do much. They don't really love most chew toys. They don't really do much foraging. So I am giving them the things they like, which is lots of nesting materials. So they have some cardboard and they've got this, and I'll show you the other in a minute. They've got a little house in the back. They have a perch right there, which Sunflower is on. How cute she is. Sunny, you're so cute. There is, I left the bridge that goes across the back. And then they've also got a set of 3 little buckets. They do like buckets. I gave them this watermelon forager as well because I know that they do like that. But I've sprinkled a good bit of the food here, and I'm actually going to put a couple of Cheerios in each of these so they'll actually investigate them. There's the same wooden platform here and cardboard one there, so that part hasn't changed. Same foraging toy here and here. I also left the cardboard one that's in this back corner. I'm actually going to do this from the outside. There's another little platform here, and then a rope bridge here. And then the last thing, which I'm going to try to show you, this was a hamster ball, which is devastating because I don't think it's even big enough for a mouse. Not that you should use a ball anyway for rodents. I don't know any animal that these are actually good for, but I thought, you know, it looks really similar to that plastic terrarium that my other rats really enjoy sleeping in, so I stuffed it full of hay and have given it to them. And they can pull the hay out and sleep in it if they want, or they can shove themselves in with the hay. I figured I'd let them decide where they want to make their little nests. So this is their setup for right now. I think they like it. Oh, and there's a little tiny perch here. So that's it. That's Chicky and Sunny, my 2 retired girlies. Alright, Kudzu and Nandina and Knotweed and Pancake and the No Name Girl are in need of cage clean. So they got a fresh clean and a new cage set up. So I've kept the net in the middle. They really seem to enjoy that. This is a green one instead of brown. And then they have a green hide that's translucent. I did pick a different hide this time because I want to be able to reach in and interact with them if I need to a little easier. Tunnel. There's a foraging toy here. And going around, we've got a little perch, leaf, chew toy up there. I can't remember if I made that or if it was given to me at this point. There's another foraging toy in the back, a chew toy up in that corner. That's dusty, but it's a platform and a little stick and another stick. There's another foraging toy here. They still have this chew toy across the back. It's mostly wood at this point, but there's some plastic and a little bit of paper still on it. A lava ledge, hammock here. There's another platform, a basket, and lastly another foraging toy. And then they've got a jingle ball. So I just need to top off this water bottle, sprinkle a little bit of food, and they'll be set. All right, this was the final cage for this week, and probably, I don't know what day it is right now. It's the 25th. We only have like 5 more days in the month, so it may be the last one I clean this month. I may do 1 more depending on the needs, but this is the 4 adoptable girls from Baby's Breath litter, and 1 other rat, my dwarf rat Bay, whose sisters are scattered kind of throughout all the other cages. So show you. I can open this with one hand. My wrists are kind of acting up a little bit. Water bottle on the outside. There's some girls in this hammock. Actually, they might all be in the hammock at the moment. The only one I don't see is Bay, who is curled up in that back corner behind the basket. Because why sleep in the basket when you can be behind it? So they've got a placemat that I've used these little curtain clips to hang up. Not sure how well you can see that through the bars, but that's how it's hung up. And it's just a regular placemat. There's no holes or anything to it. That way it's nice and thin, perfect for summer. They have a chew toy here, a foraging toy. I think there's one of these in my Etsy shop, but I'm not sure. I'm hoping by the time you guys see this that I will have the ability to put a link to my Etsy shop in the cards, but I've been working with Google to try to fix that for the last 3 weeks and haven't made any progress, so no guarantees. As such, if it's not there, please just search for Randomness for Rats on Etsy. This is what it looks like. And we've got a wine rack up against this wall here, which this girl is happily demonstrating. There's a couple of platform perch thingies there. There's a green plastic stick and the 2 fake branches. There is an acorn foraging toy here from 3D Prints a Lot. Hi, sweetie. This little girl is giving me kisses. She is. She's so sweet. We've got a scarf hanger. These are also custom made in my Etsy shop. I make them by hand. I crochet around every single ring by hand myself in my own home and then sew them together myself and ship them to you. I have multiple colors. We've got a foraging toy here. This was one of those that had like multiple cups and I took them apart so that I had some smaller ones. Did that a long time ago and I'm really glad I did. Antler perch, branch. That's one of the plastic container perches. And then this is from a tutorial video, only this one I only wrapped with 1 piece of rope. And these were those like thin, skinny metal rings. So it's not as tight. And those are hung up with plastic shower curtain rings and lanyard hooks. Let's see, there's a lava ledge back there, a cardboard chew toy here. These are something they love. And then a basket from Dollar Tree that I just cut openings in so they can sleep in it. I think that's everything in here right now. It's a little bit more open, lots of floor space to zoom around and find food in. They've been a little lazy. I think I'm actually overfeeding them a little bit because they have not been eating quite all of their food. So I need to remeasure and make sure I'm not overfeeding them. Yawn. You're so cute. Bless you. It is extremely humid. 50% humidity in here at the moment, which I don't like. I prefer it to be a little lower than that. And this new bedding is making everybody do like new bedding sneezes. Haven't had that happen in over a year, but it's just a little more dusty than I like. Struggling to find the bedding that I really liked, like that aspen that I bought that is so nice and fluffy. Doesn't seem to be in stock anywhere. I think the tariffs hit, and that brand is made in Canada. And so I just can't find it here anymore. I don't know if they're just not importing it, or if we're like not milling as much and having it shipped. I don't know, but I haven't been able to find it, and I'm struggling to find pine as well. I found some, but it tends to be moldy at my Tractor Supply, so I can't get that. So this is from a local farm supply store, and it's not awful, but it is much more fine than I like, and it is more dusty than I like. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's safe and they'll adapt. I just don't like it. It makes more of a mess, as you can see. I actually vacuumed this no less than 2 hours ago, and look at the mess already. So anyhow, that's how these 5 girlies are. They are very sweet. If you are in South Carolina and looking for rats, you should definitely check me out because they're very good girls and they would really love someone to snuggle them. But I think I'm done with this cage layout and I'm done with the refurb, so I'm going to show you what I've done. I had to cut about 20 different connecting wires to do this, but I made the top so that you can unlatch the top with these rabbit cage latches, and I hinged it with metal zip ties, so this lid can now fold all the way down, which is wonderful. Right now if I do that, it touches the top of that and rests on it, but then I can access from the top to do anything I need up here, which is great. I added this really big bin in. I did have to cut 2 of these edges off to get it to sit flush against the bars, but if I had bought longer bolts, I wouldn't have needed to do that. But I didn't think about that adding depth, and so I cut it off with my Dremel. Initially, I was using my tin snips and it was cracking the plastic, which is also why it has the metal tape around the edges. There's 2 bolts in this side, and then there's actually 3 there, but one's behind that toy. I did make holes to add an extra one for support if I needed it, but I didn't, so I've just got those 5 holding it in place. Then I bought these, which are in my what I bought for the rats video, and fastened in the same way. They've also got bolts holding them in place, and that's just to create a bigger fall breaker for little cabbages because he's just so tiny. So the top of the cage is all set up now. It looks like this. It's a storage container, and it does indeed have a hole in it here so they can climb in and sleep. I figured since they liked that so much, perhaps they would like this, and I was correct. They've been sleeping in it quite a bit. But because it's clear, it's like almost invisible in the cage, which is funny. So this is the top of the cage. And it's really funny because I kept thinking, I don't need any more platforms. I finally have enough thanks to these, but I think I used almost every one when setting this up, so I still need some more. Excuse you, you're dripping water. That's very rude. All right, so then the bottom looks like this. I did rearrange it a tiny bit. So again, this is open because I just did this video up and down for TikTok. So I hop from here to here, over to here, or over here, either one's fine. There's little perches along this edge so they can get to their little hide here. This one's dirty because all the shavings from up here fall into it, but that's fine. It's a ledge, it'll be okay. This is their lower half of the cage. And then because that shelf is no longer in there, there's no wire to fasten things to. I'll probably eventually just stick some command hooks to the bottom of that container. But for now, I'm using these like gardening chain things, which it doesn't want to focus on. These guys basically, or these from Dollar Tree, and I put those across and fasten them so that I can hang stuff in the middle. Not that I needed to hang very much, I just really wanted that toy to hang right there, and it's done in such a way like it'll slide. See that? So that makes it a little more fun. Right, Couscous? He says, yes. Couscous, you're the cutest little cotton ball. You just are. Here's our other little cotton ball. Corn Chip. Doing his little sway. Very normal. He just is trying to focus better because he can hear me. And now he's bruxing a little bit at me. Hi, Corn Chip. Hi, cutie pie. You're so cute. I love your little sideways mohawk on your face. He's so fluffy. Look at his fluffy self. Aw. Hoping he'll make me some fluffy babies next month. So that's how it's all set up. If you have questions about anything, let me know. I did this. There are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rats in here. I think this actually is roughly the same as a Critter Nation. It's only a couple inches more narrow in depth. But keep in mind, I do have dwarves, and as a breeder, I do house at a higher stocking density. But I mean, even if I put more in here, there's still so much space. Like 3 of them are piled here, 3 are here, one's there, one's there. Like they're not using the whole space. The spacing that we recommend for pet owners is so that it's easier for them to clean. And I think this will definitely fit that bill for me as well. So that's how it's set up for right now. I'm probably going to make some different fabric bridges to go in here, just so that they have, like, I noticed they want to like pop up through them and they can't. So I think I might make some with some holes. I think that would be fun. But we'll see. That's a project for future Bethany to think about. Thanks for watching. Bye.